But this is Greg Abbott talking about sending these immigrants to Washington, D.C. Hold on.
That project underway immediately for the zero tolerance and the inspections that will be taking place. Second, to help local officials whose communities are being overwhelmed by hordes of illegal immigrants who are being dropped off by the Biden administration. Texas is providing charter buses to send these illegal immigrants who have been dropped off by the Biden administration to Washington, D.C. We are sending them to the United States Capitol, where the Biden administration will be able to more immediately address the needs of the people that they are allowing to come across our border. To get that going, I'm going to send a letter to Chief Nim Kidd with the Texas Division of Emergency Management, who will be in charge of this operation.
There it is. All right. There it is right there. Hold on. All right, that's what it is. So I'm not even mad at him. I'm not mad at him, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not mad. I am not mad. They're going to put him right back on Biden. Now, my D.C. people better be careful. But yeah, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cool on all of these immigrant groups coming over. Ain't nobody hating on you, but yeah, it doesn't work for us. This thing don't work for us anyway. All we do is just get a bunch of immigrants over here eating off our tax dollars after we done voted for these Democrats to let them flood over here, and they give them all of our tax dollars, and the Democrats won't give us nothing. And then these same immigrants turn around and have nothing but contempt for us. Good riddance. I am not tripping. You know, coming over here, harming us, flooding our communities with drugs. That's where the drugs come from. Let's keep it a buck. I don't give a damn if they get mad. Yeah, let's keep it a buck. That's where the damn drugs come in. And then we have to eat the negativity of all of their behavior. Yeah. Take them on back. Doesn't do anything for us anyway. Them coming in from South America just doesn't help us. There's no black-brown coalition. Villanueva, he's brown. How's that working out for us? These deputy gangs, these white supremacy deputy gangs in law enforcement out here in California, most of them, half of them are damn brown Latino or white Latino, because there's no such thing as a brown Latino. They identify as white. They are Latino. And folks got to understand, and black folks understand, you got to understand this. And Villanueva, he's been so anti-black, it's ridiculous. Latino culture, man, has always been anti-black because Spanish culture has been anti-black. Anti-black racism, modern white supremacy came out of Spain. Go read my book, Foundational Black American Race Baiter. I talk about that. It's always been anti-black. So they bring that anti-black racism with them, and we're up here talking about a damn coalition that doesn't exist. Ain't no coalition, family. We just have to accept reality for what it is. And people turn around and say, well, what about the black immigrants? What about your black brothers? All immigrants are not white. All immigrants are not Latino. All immigrants are not Asian. All immigrants are not Arab. There's your black brethren. Well, let's look at the word brethren. All right? Because again, unfortunately, some of the black immigrants, too many of them are worse than the white supremacists and the Latino immigrants. Too many of them, not all of them, but damn too many of them. They come over here with the same vitriol after we sit here and go out of our way to help them and bend over backwards to help them. They sit up here and project all of their hatred onto us as if we're hating on them. Notice whenever we have our Twitter spaces, they're always hopping in there. How come you hating on Africans, nigga? No, nobody's hating on you. The hate is coming from your side. Y'all come over here talking about we got to stay away from the Akata. Somebody pulled up an interview of that Jessie Wu woman, and she's always making little slick cracks about foundational black Americans. And I want to play this video of her talking to some other Haitian dude, talking about how, I guess, white America teaches black people to hate Haitians. Like, what the hell? Listen to this, man. This is what we get. These folks sit up here, and these are the conversations that they have among themselves. And, you know, sometimes it'll publicly leak out. But these are the conversations they have among themselves. This vitriolic, nonsensical nonsense they talk about us. Listen to this. I want y'all to listen to this. Listen to Jessie Wu, comedian, and I don't know what else she does. But this is Jessie Wu. Hold on. She's Haitian. Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
Like I said, America teaches you
who to hate. And America definitely taught, you know, black Americans especially to hate Haitians. That was definitely...
They did.
They
I don't feel like
did.
it works now, though.
No. Now it's cool versus, you know, when I was growing up, it was like taboo. And I would see Haitian kids deny being Haitian. My mama always told me, I better not ever catch you doing that. I better not ever catch you denying that you are Haitian. Let me tell you who we are. You know, and I just had one of those moms who she made it her duty to speak life into where we came from. Right. And she would take me back. My grandma would take me back to Haiti all the time. And when we went to Haiti, we lived well. Right. You know, like we're living good.
Oh,
you know?
Okay. I hate when we go back home, we live well. No, you don't. I wish y'all stop lying. You're not living well back home. Whenever I'm on Twitter Spaces, they always say the same thing. Back in Somalia, I live good in Somalia. Back home, I live good. We live well. If you lived so well, you wouldn't be here. Let's stop. You're not living well back home. We've been there. We've seen it. We've been to some of these places where you live. Our thing is, we're not trying to disparage you, but don't come over here popping your collar talking about how well you're living and trying to pull some kind of rank. Ma'am, we've been to your homeland. You're not living well. There's a reason why you're here. People who live well don't leave. I got 4 houses and a mansion back home in Elephants, and stop. That's that Prince of Zamunda stuff. I'm poor here, but I'm rich home. Stop. And the family, she's talking about we black Americans were taught to hate Haitians. Where? Family, let me speak for all foundational black Americans. Let me just speak for all of us. Foundational black Americans don't even think about y'all, let alone hate on you. You are the last thing on our minds. We're not sitting around thinking about you to hate on you. Now, Jessie Wu said she went to school down in Miami, and she was talking about all the hate she got going to school in Miami in the 90s. Oh, it was so bad for Haitians. Oh, they used to get clowned. All people talked about them being dirty, and people said they had AIDS and all of this stuff. Ma'am, let me say this. The people in Miami who was talking down on you, those were other damn Caribbeans. Jessie Wu and others, these were not foundational black Americans talking greasy to you. These were other Caribbeans. These were other Jamaicans, Trinidadians, Dominicans. These were other Caribbeans talking trash about you. Don't put that on us. See, this is why we differentiate ourselves. Down there in Miami, those schools are full of immigrants, black immigrants. Those are the ones hating on you. Black Cubans, it ain't foundational black Americans hating on you. Let's stop all that. We ain't thinking about you because we generally don't go to school with immigrants because we're not immigrants. We don't live around a lot of immigrants. We don't trip on immigrants like that. That's not even in our culture. You understand? That's not in our culture to hate on any black person based on their ethnic difference. We're not taught to do that. You don't have old black people talking about, y'all stay away from them Haitians, baby. We don't talk like that. Never. We've never talked like that. All my foundational Black Americans know this. That's not what we do because it's not even practical for us to think like that. That's something they love, projecting this little Caribbean strife that they have with each other. And they like to get it and project it on us instead of working that out within your own Caribbean group. And from what I understand, Jessie Wu, unfortunately, she was molested. She said she was molested. That's very unfortunate. But she was molested by one of her damn Haitian cousins, though. So these folks get abused by their own Haitian and Caribbean family members and then try to take that vitriol out on us. No. Just like Tarana Burke was going around here talking about she was sexually abused. But Tarana Burke is Caribbean and she grew up in a Caribbean neighborhood, an immigrant neighborhood in New York. I know ain't no foundational Black Americans did none to no damn Tarana Burke. But they take all of that vitriol out on foundational Black Americans. Handle your own business. Handle your own business. Don't put that on us. See, y'all have these dudes in your own culture doing all of this grimy stuff, and then you won't confront them, but then y'all try to project all that stuff onto us, just like that street harassment nonsense those tether women were running around talking about, getting with these white supremacist feminist organizations to create these new stop and frisk laws that would target Black folks, talking about when they walk around in the street, they get harassed by dudes. That's in New York. That's in those cities where there's those thirsty immigrant dudes doing all that. We ain't doing that. It's them thirsty immigrant dudes yelling at your ass on the streets. We ain't doing that. Don't put that on us. Do not put that on us. Man, please. But the thing is, we have to let everybody hold their own nuts. Okay.